Networking on LinkedIn is still one of the best ways to apply and get a tech job right now. But the problem is, when people ask me how to get a job on LinkedIn, I take a look at their profile, I take a look at what jobs they're applying to, and I look at what their applications look like, and I'm not surprised that they're not getting any interviews. And this is a problem because if you want to apply for the best tech jobs right now, LinkedIn is still one of the best platforms to be on for you to land your dream tech role. That's why in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to get tech roles through LinkedIn. Whether you're new to tech or you've already been in your tech career, I'll walk you through exactly what you need to do to have a great LinkedIn profile so recruiters start reaching out to you. And when you reach out to recruiters and apply to jobs, you actually get interviews. This is the simple way to get the best new role for you in your tech career. The first thing that anybody sees when they're looking at you on LinkedIn is your LinkedIn profile. So you must have a strong LinkedIn profile if you want to do well applying for jobs on LinkedIn. If you're not familiar with LinkedIn, LinkedIn is a professional platform that allows you to connect with other recruiters and other professionals. So your profile is made up of your work experience, your headshot, the top skills that you have and your qualifications, and it also shows different recommendations from other colleagues that you've worked with in the past. So by creating a strong profile on LinkedIn, it allows you to look more professional and it allows recruiters to find you so that way they're sending you job opportunities. For you to have a strong LinkedIn profile, you need to focus on these key things. First, you want to make sure you have a great profile picture, something that looks professional. If you want to use AI tools, there are AI tools out there now that you can use that will create you an AI headshot, but I'm still kind of old school. I recommend you to just take a picture and upload it and have a nice professional headshot. If you want to stand out against others, you can have a nice banner on your profile as well. Your banner should talk about what you're doing and the skills that you have and the value that you can provide to these companies. Next, you need to make sure you have a strong headline. This headline is something that recruiters are able to see when they're searching for different professionals for roles that they want to work the different tech jobs. So your headline is extremely important. Making sure that you have your top key skills that are very in demand right now is what's going to help you stand out on LinkedIn. The things that you want to absolutely avoid in your headline on LinkedIn, absolutely avoid using the word aspiring or future. Keep those out of your headlines. Make sure that you're putting either the job titles that you've already worked or the job titles that you are aiming to get a job in. Because when the recruiters are searching for you and other professionals, you want to make sure that you're popping up and they don't want to see your profile and it says aspiring cybersecurity analyst or aspiring software developer. Just put software developer, just put cybersecurity analyst, and from there you can explain yourself further with your LinkedIn profile. And when you talk to the recruiter, here are 3 key things that I like to follow for headlines on LinkedIn. Make sure that you have your certifications in your LinkedIn headline. Also make sure that you have the tech career role that you've already been working and any future roles that you're interested in working in. And then also make sure that you're listing tech skills that are highly in demand. So you don't need too many, but having somewhere between 3 to 5 different headline topics in your headline is going to be very good for you when recruiters are looking and searching for roles. Another thing you can put in your LinkedIn headline is if you have a clearance, you can put that you have an active clearance, or you can put cleared in your headline. And this will allow you to stand out as well against other people who don't have government security clearances. If you want to learn more about government security clearances, I talk about it in my other videos where I break down exactly what it is. So those are the key things that you should have in your LinkedIn headline. Make sure you have 3 to 5 keywords that are basically search engine optimized so that recruiters can find you when they're searching for professionals. Your summary on your LinkedIn profile is extremely important as well. Your summary is a way for you to stand out by showing a little bit of personality, showing your skills and experience that you have, and then also talking about what it is that you're currently pursuing. This is something that you can use kind of as a mini cover letter. I like to recommend that people show that they have experience, they have keywords here, and come off as somebody who recruiters will say, you know what, this is somebody that I want to reach out to. I really do like their summary and their profile. For your job experience on LinkedIn, you want to make sure that you have all relevant jobs listed, whether it's volunteer work, internships, or full-time roles. Make sure you have your experience listed. So list where you worked at, the time frame that you worked there, and then also make sure you put your key skills in. On LinkedIn, it allows you to put 5 different key skills for each role that you worked. So make sure that you take advantage of those key skills and make sure that you don't overlap your key skills across the different jobs that you put on your profile. So for example, if you are a cybersecurity professional and you use the same tools across different roles, don't list the same tool as the same skill on your LinkedIn profile. Try to switch it up and use different skills. So I'm sure you've done more than 5 different key skills at that role. So make sure that you try to spread out those skills across your different jobs experience on your LinkedIn profile. With the skills that you list on your LinkedIn profile, make sure that they are high level skills. Make sure that they aren't too basic. So for example, don't put Microsoft Word on your LinkedIn profile as a key skill. Make sure that your skills are something that the employers really want to see, because when it comes to your different jobs, almost everybody has experience with Microsoft Word. So what skills can you list that makes you stand out from everybody else? Some top key skills that you can add to your LinkedIn profile that will allow you to stand out are Splunk skills if you're in cybersecurity. If you are a software developer, putting in any scripting skills, so Python scripting, Bash shell scripting. Also, if you are somebody who is in data, Tableau is a great skill to have. Power BI is a great skill. If you're a system administrator, for example, you can put in the different virtualization softwares that you use. You can put in the different security tools that you've used. You can put in a lot of different things as a system administrator. But again, just make sure that your skills aren't too common that everybody has, because if a recruiter is searching for that skill and it's very, very basic, you might not stand out against the rest of the competition. Building your network on LinkedIn is extremely important as well. Making sure that you start to connect with people that you already know in real life, connect with people who are working at companies that you like to work at, and then also connect with people that you have things in common with. On LinkedIn, they have different LinkedIn groups that you can join, and you can start to meet people who you might not have been able to meet in person in your hometown. So build your connections, start to connect with people. When you're reaching out to people to connect with on LinkedIn, make sure that you send them a real message. Don't send them an automated response as a message. Send them a real message and show that you actually did take a look at their profile and you had something in common and something sparked your interest and made you want to connect with them. If you have no connections on your LinkedIn profile, it doesn't come off as professional as you want it to be. It makes you seem like you just got onto the platform, and it makes you seem like, you're not out here trying to build any type of meaningful connections with either your coworkers or just people that you want to eventually meet. So your main focus right now should be trying to get to 500 plus meaningful connections on LinkedIn, because you never know, one of these connections might be the person that recommends you and refers you to your next tech job. And not only can you connect with different people on LinkedIn, you can also follow different tech companies that you'd like to work for as well. And you can keep up with all of the updates that tech company might put out. For example, some tech companies, they put out information about networking mixers that they might be hosting. They put out information about new technologies or new projects that they're working on. So staying up to date with the companies that you want to work for is going to allow you to have an upper hand when you come into the interviews, because it shows that you're doing more research on the company and that you really do want to work there because you put in the time and effort to do research on them. So when you're looking for tech jobs on LinkedIn, you want to first go to the jobs tab. And when you go to the jobs tab, you want to focus on the key roles that you're looking for. So let's say, for example, you're looking for an entry-level cybersecurity role. When you're looking for this cybersecurity role, what are some key skills that you might be focused on? Let's say you're focused on Splunk. You can go to the jobs tab and type in Splunk, and it will show you all of the different jobs that have either Splunk in the title or Splunk in the job description. And then you can filter from there and filter based on your level of experience, so you can find different jobs on LinkedIn. I'm also a very big believer in investing in yourself and investing in your career. So I highly suggest that you do pay for LinkedIn Premium when you're really on that job search, because it allows you to send much more messages. You can send messages to people who you're not already connected to, and you have a certain limit of messages that you can send a day as well. So if you really want to get that job in tech, invest the money into your career and invest the money into LinkedIn Premium, because it definitely is worth it. So now that we've gone over how to create your LinkedIn profile, we've gone over what you need to do when you're looking to connect with different people and follow different companies so you can build up your LinkedIn connections. Now let's focus on what you should be doing to actually apply to jobs on LinkedIn. When you are applying for jobs on LinkedIn, make sure that it's a company that you actually want to work for. If you don't want to work for the company, don't apply for the job. Save yourself some time and save that company some time. So to understand if you want to work for a company or not, I highly suggest suggest that you take a little bit of time and look at that company's website, see what their culture is and see what they're currently doing, and see if it's a good fit for you. Because when you're looking for jobs, not only do you need to be a good fit for the company, that company needs to be a good fit for you as well. So when you're looking at these job postings on LinkedIn, read the job description very thoroughly and pay attention to the basic job qualifications. A lot of times with a lot of these tech roles, they will have technical skills that you need to have, and they have soft skills that you need to be proficient in as well. In tech, a lot of people sleep on soft skills, but soft skills are very important because at the end of the day, we are all humans and you want to work with people that you actually like. So making sure that you have soft skills where you are a self-starter, you're motivated and you're curious and you're always looking to try new things, this will allow you to come off as somebody who these companies want to work with, and it shows that you don't have to always have direction to get things done. So being a team player and also being somebody who is able to reach out to other people on your team when you need help is going to allow you to go very far in your tech career, and the recruiters and hiring managers, they'll really want to work with you when you go into the interviews. Some jobs require you to have a cover letter, but personally what I like to do is have a professional summary on my resume at the top that pretty much is a mini cover letter. So your professional summary can explain what you have been doing in your career, it can explain the skills that you have, the value that you can bring to the companies, and it can show what experience you actually have on the job or either through different lab work or different volunteer work that you've done, just right at the top. So as soon as a recruiter sees your resume or a hiring manager sees your resume, they have a quick idea of who you are and what type of value you can provide to the team if they decide to bring you on. So when you're applying for these jobs on LinkedIn, go through and click apply, and once you click apply, submit your resume, submit your cover letter or anything extra that they want you to submit, and then just go through the application process on LinkedIn and submit your application. After submitting your application, I do recommend that you try to find a recruiter at the company who either you've already connected with or you have a mutual connection with, and let them know that you applied to the role and that you are very interested in it. And you can also send them your resume as well, and that can help you move along faster in your job search process. This is something that I did personally that helped me land my job that was paying $275,000 a year. And if you're somebody who wants to get into GovTech, there's ways for you to find GovTech jobs on LinkedIn too. For you to find GovTech jobs on LinkedIn, you can look for different jobs that are sponsoring clearances. If you look for the GovTech recruiters, they're typically posting jobs all the time that are either sponsoring clearances or they have job opportunities where they're looking for people that have clearances already. So if you want to find these jobs, just search sponsoring clearance on LinkedIn and there would be different posts coming up from different GovTech recruiters. And that's just a tip for people who want to get into one of the best GovTech industries. Let me know in the comments if you want me to show you exactly how you can create a good GovTech resume that will allow you to get these jobs. And now you know exactly what you need to do to land your next role in the tech industry, in one of the best industries that you should probably add into your career. Having a job in tech is great, but not all tech industries are created equal. That's why I made this video on what's the best tech industry to get a job in, exactly what it is, why it's good, and exactly what you need to do to land a job in the industry. It's the video on the screen. Click it now and watch it next. I'll see you over there.